Hey, it's Ohio Jimbo. Listen, I've got a lesson for you. This is not a performance. This is a lesson. But this lesson is going to make you look like a pro. We're going to play a classic tune from the Rolling Stones, and this is You Can't Always Get What You Want. And I'm going to tell you that this song is going to change your way of playing because it's really simple, very easy, but everybody likes to sing along with it. And there's a lot of different parts to the song, but for all intents and purposes, it's 2 chords, and then you got a 3rd chord in there every once in a while. The chords that you're going to need is a G, you're going to need a C, and you're going to need an A. That is it. That's all there is to this song. And the cool part about it is it comes down to this right hand and some of your strumming. So I've got a pick in my hand, but I'm going to put this pick down. Wait a second, I got to show you this. Can you see that? So what I want to do is if you can get close in here and you can see this thumb and finger, if you're using a pick, that's fine. If you're using your thumb, that's what's going to make this song a little bit more emotional, if you will. You'll be able to kind of portray a little bit more feeling with it if you're using your fingers. Now the pick gets it louder. If you really want to bang that out and make it nice and loud, use your pick. But I like using the thumb because if you look, my thumb is right here on this 2nd string, well, actually the 5th string. So, and I want to do that because what I try to hold is if you look at a G chord, and by the way, there's the full chord right there, and you look at a C chord. Now notice where these fingers are, the G, and then when you get down to the C. So although the G, your index finger is down 1 more fret than what your ring finger is up a fret on the C. So if you just look at those 2 notes, so hear that right there? And those, I'll use the pick just so we can hear it. Now you're wondering why I'm doing that, but I will show you. It's all a part of those 2 chords, the G and the C. So if you've got this, just those 2 notes. Now you can use that extra open note, which I can kind of say that. So you have that open, but you only need this. That's where I use the open. And if you don't use the open, it's literally back and forth. So now what you do with that is you tell anybody around you, find that note. Most people around the campfire are either drunk or tone deaf anyway, so they're not going to find it. But if you find it, la, la, da, da, la, da, 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 yeah, la, da, da. Now they can sing the la, la, da, da, or they can sing a yeah, 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 or go with the London Boys Choir and I don't profess that. I can't sing it anyway. But anyway, those 2 notes, if you can get that la, la, da, 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 la, da, 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 da. If you notice, that is the background noise to all of your song. That will be everything that you need for that song. And if you can get people singing that and then holding those notes, it fits into everything. So if you want to humor me for just a second, if you're singing this da, 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 da. Now I'm sped up a little bit, so if we slowed it down, it's la, la, da, 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 da. Keep that going. So you're la, la, da, da, and then I'm going to, so when you get into that la, here we go. La, la, da, da. That's where that fits into the song. Now, I'm not going to get into that right now because dangerously close to actually singing the complete song, and there's not that much to it. There is a story, but the words, the lyrics can be anything you want them to, because it's all about when you get to the chorus. But that G and C is the most important part you'll know of this song. And the reason I tell you, if you're not using a pick and you're just using your thumb, when you've got your thumb on that string right there, the 5th string, you'll be able to feel with your index finger, like against the guitar, where your thumb is. That right there is important, because when you're strumming these notes, see? And that'll come down to strumming pattern too. So because I'm recording this and I'm not using any electrics, I don't use any effects or anything. This is raw. This is just me strumming on this 6th string, and I don't have any amps hooked up, no wires, nothing. So I probably will try to use the pick, but I do want to show you that technique of the thumb and finger. So if you're going to get into this, we're going to show you the 2 different ways, one with the pick, and if you know where that pick is on that string, resting your hand on the bridge, you can kind of hit that. So I'm not telling you not to hit that top string, but that string right there is really important. That whole sequence, if you will, gets you from G to C. See, now I'm taking my hand completely off the fretboard. And then the strumming pattern, I'm going down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 and I'm just kind of that is really a simple thing to do. Once you get that strumming pattern down and you lift between the G, lift between those, you've got the whole melody going. So now let's break away from the pick for just a second, and we're going to go into this right here, so you can see where I'm plucking that. The thumb is the important one here, because you're going to hit that, but you're going to drag your finger across all the strings to get the whole body of that note. You can do it with your thumb too, but it's important to know where that thumb is, because now you can hear it. You hear the song happening. So now, to keep that noise, we'll come back to that pick, but I wanted you to see that so you can know where your thumb and fingers, your fingers don't have, it's not like a banjo where you have to pick a specific string. You can really pick any one of these strings, and it's just gonna fill that chord in. That key one is that top one though. So now, let's get back to the pick, all right? So, now later we're going to have a jamming with Jimbo, and we're going to have all these chords together. It's really fun because you can get the la, 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 la. That can be going on in the background, but we're going to show you how to get through this part of the lyrics and then into the chorus. The chorus is so cool, so cool. Literally. It is just adding one more chord, and it's going to be that A minor. You can hear it. You can already hear it. So, if you're getting through this part here, let your hand push that, lifting this off. It's all about technique on this song, but man, is it a cool song. Play that through twice. And you want to slow it down. So, today, the reception. Glass of wine in a hand, at her feet was a bed. He was a lusty man. Now come into the chorus. Always get what you want. See how you just keep that back and forth? Can't always get what you want. Go 3 times. telling you, that is it. That's the entire song. 3 chords, so you got the 2 chords, the G and the C, and then you throw that A in there for the chorus, and that's all you need. Now we're gonna get into a jamming with Jimbo, and we'll have this whole thing go through one time, trying not to get too much into the lyrics. No copyright needed here. Look out for that copyright guy. Woo. So we're gonna do what we can to give you a jamming with Jimbo, and these chords are pretty simple, but I want you to be able to follow that note. See how that technique lets you hear that song? Here we go. So you just keep on. That's why in her hand sits complete her connection. He was a fool's man. Said you can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. 3 times. Always get what you want. Right here. Try sometime. You might find get what you need. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Get down to the demonstration. Get my fair share of abuse. I'm frustration right there. Don't do it. Keep going. You can't always get what you want. That's the chorus right there. Can't always get what you want. 3rd time. Can't always get what you want. Go to A. Try sometime. You might find. Get what you need. Yeah, yeah. Back to C. Yeah. This is the cool part too. Get the fire going again. Everybody sing it. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. Try sometime. You might find get what you need. Yeah, you can keep going as long as you want with that. You can jam as loud as you want, as long as you want, or as short as you want. That song is the perfect campfire song. And if you don't look like a Campfire King after playing that one, I mean, it's 3 chords and everybody will be singing with that. If you can get those background vocals going, that la da da da, get that going and start playing, you are going to be impressed with yourself. That's the coolest part about this. Easy song, it's all about having fun. Now, I know people talk about it being clear up here in the 5th fret and they have it capoed up there. I'm showing you in the first 3 frets just to keep it simple. That's what Ohio Jimbo's all about. I just want to show how simple it is to play, and it's fun to play, and it's all about keeping that fun, smiling, happy time going. A little frustrating because sometimes your fingers don't fit on the string and they feel like you got to force them and fight them. Give it time. It's all about patience at this point. So remember this song, when you're playing out and someone says, hey, play this or play that, and you don't play it, you can break into this when you're just about done. You say, you know, I can't do that one, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. So until next time, this is Ohio Jimbo. I hope you're having as much fun as I'm having, and if I don't see you out there, I'll see you in here. I hope that's it. I hope that's it.